Hi everybody, just over in Thermopolis in Wyoming, and yeah, we've just been looking at a place to hold courses for when we start to do some courses in the US, probably next summer, next American summer. Yeah, Thermopolis is a great place. It's got a lot of natural hot springs, so that's one of the reasons why we came here and thought this would be a fantastic place to do courses, as well as the fact that it's a very kind of free place, Wyoming. Not too many bureaucratic regulations to get in the way of everything. Yeah, today I'm going to talk a bit more about self-massage of the feet. I've had a few of the viewers request it, and I thought it'd be a great time to show you some of the massage tools that I use as well. So yeah, before we get into that, I'll just show you our backdrop here. So we got some nice thermally heated pools and everything. And it's a beautiful place, a lot of bison nearby and deer roaming around. But yeah, I'll show you some of the tools I'm going to use. I've been getting into. My wife gave me this. This is a jade massager that I'm going to be using, and it's fantastic. Yeah, I got it for my 50th birthday, which was just a little while ago, a few weeks. So yeah, I'm getting old, but this will help me stay around a bit longer. Many of you may have seen this tool. This is a Thai massage tool as well. We can use the edge, we can use the points. It's very good. And then I brought these today. So these are some different rocks that are, I think they come from Wyoming, but I'm not 100% sure. But you can see the strength of rock there, which I can use to get into the feet. I mean, what a great tool there. That's going to be amazing. And then for fine detail, as well as using a chopstick, we can go for something a bit more pointed even, like that. Again, we can get a nice firm grip on it to get into toes and fingers and that sort of thing. And then yeah, I got another one of these too, different type of rock. I don't know what I think about the effects of rocks and crystals and all that on energy field. Don't know enough about it, but never too old to learn. So that's what I'm going to be using today. And I'm going to be holding the camera as steady as I can because I'm doing a bit of self-massage, so see how we go. So we're going to start off on the feet, and we can, again, start to use this tool into the very tip of the toe there. And I'll try and get another angle on that. It's quite sharp, quite intense, so I just start off fairly gentle, especially since it's on myself. Getting a bit of shadow there, so I'll just try and change that angle. But again, we can work through like that. You can see when you get into some tougher areas like calluses and that sort of thing, it can be very beneficial just to use something as sharp as this to go right through that thicker skin. So again, I'm working on what I call the big toe belly band, or big toe sacrum band is running right beside it too, so it's in that area. And you can see with a fine detail of a point like this, we can really get in there. And of course, when you're working on yourself, you can get that right amount of pressure where it's neither too much nor too little. As we come into this part of the foot, I could change tools and start to use something like this. I can even do scraping with this tool along the bands. I could follow that up from in here as well. Again, sorry about that shadow, it's just got that sunlight that way. Maybe I'll change angles, but we can. Let's try this from a different angle. So after we've done a bit of that fine detail, we can scrape. So it's a technique in Chinese medicine called gua sha, which is about scraping. So here we can work it. We could add coconut oil or something if we're feeling like we need, if our skin is too dry, but I've just been working or soaking in the hot springs, so it's not too bad. So we can work all the way along, right up into the ankle. We can even work through here, right into the back of our toe, coming into this area here, which can be very tight. And when it comes to, again, that tip of the toe, we tend to want to use something more like this. And come through here. And right into that. Oh, that's a good spot right in there. It's the start of that tendon right in here. And we can follow that in with that point. It's very sharp, but it feels great. You can then adjust it. You could even use something like this side bit, which is obviously not as pointy, but it's okay. I've got a kind of, I forgot what they call that, some lump thing. Yeah, that's not going to loosen up for massage, that thing. Alright, so now I could also use the old Thai massage tool. And I can use different points of it. That's the thing I love about this tool. If I want to, I can use the edge, so I could scrape, or I can use the point, like that. I can work it like that. Okay, always following these bands of tension. I can do it, hold a point there, that feels quite tight on me. Remember to deep breathe when you're working on yourself, just to help relax all of that area. Let's see those little points. Or I can use this point, which is not quite as sharp. You can hold with a point, so just holding in there. And again, deep breathing. So it'd be interesting if anybody is from the US wanting to learn Rainer massage. Let me know, especially if you are interested in coming to Thermopolis. We're thinking of holding courses in 3 different places. One will be Wyoming, one will be Vermont, and one will be Minnesota. Heading to Minneapolis after this, actually. All right, so we can change. We could work up through the calf, that point there, and come back and sort of scrape through the foot. Or if that's too intense, we could use this point here and get really into that Achilles band, what I call the Achilles band, which comes through here. As I say, sometimes with something that's very tight, like I can feel this one pretty tight, you can just hold it and breathe. So I'm just going to let that go. It feels very, what I call charged, kind of intense. Then move along the band. Again, this one gives you good grip, because oftentimes you got to get deep into the feet. My feet are particularly hard to work on. Especially heels. And you know, of course, I'm going to get all the comments about the cracked heels and that. I do, you know, sand them back a bit, add a bit of comfrey cream on them. It's just a case of mending them. They always seem to get dry. right in here is a great spot to work. Again, you can go quite deep in there. We can come up here into the bottom little toe band as well. So really getting into where they come from the toes. A bit hard to get into the toes of this tool, so we won't worry too much, but from the feet we will. Again, holding a spot. Oh, that one's tight. It's really quite a beautiful day here in Vermont too. You know, you just got this beautiful backdrop. It's great. I like Wyoming a lot. Good friend of mine running for the presidency of the USA. Her name is Tulsi Gabbard. If you get a chance, check out tulsi2020.com or .org. I forgot which one. But she's super cool. I've known her family a long time and really nice people. So again, we can scrape with this tool. Obviously, America's, you know, you got the military industrial complex, you got your pharmaceutical companies that want to keep everybody. Tulsi's ready to take them all on. And I reckon she's going to help promote natural medicine in the U.S. too, which is what it needs. Okay, so just scraping the bottom of the foot with a nice strong tool like a good rock. This is, for those of you that are into it, soda light. Forgot what it's for. I guess it's grounding and stuff. But we'll see. I mean, you know, it's all cool. Just don't know a lot about that. Oh, I know what tension feels like. I know what getting rid of tension's like. And this is very effective. So these are great tools. We can scrape right through here. That spot there is very tight. Oh, damn. Oh. Yeah. And you can even find a spot like that. Roll it. Let's try some of these other tools as well. What I like about this one is that it's got a kind of curved edge there, which you can kind of fit right in here. I've been using this a lot in conjunction with the new hydrotherapy unit I put in at my place. And the great thing is you can get right into bands by turning it on its side here. You can flick over them. With that, you can glide up, or you can work with this part here. Again, I do apologize. It's hard to both film and watch what I'm doing at the same time, but I'm doing my best here. This fly keeps hanging around too. So I got a good spot right in here that's very tight. And again, I can just get right in there. I mean, this is the sort of, there's no way you could get that strength in there with your fingers that the tool can bring. You know, you can really work into it. So yeah, it's all really, really useful. You can work it like this. As I say, I'll add a bit of oil